Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. You won't believe what's about to happen, baby! Perfect. Okay, so as you all know, I am trying to be really committed to getting my instrument rating in the next calendar year, 2023. And so I've begun the ground school, you know, and I'm being kind of like, I'll get to it when I get to it. And I just thought to myself, look, I need something to push me, to make me committed. So as you can see, I'm out here in the background. I'm out here at the Northeast Philadelphia Airport. You may be saying to yourself, Russ, why the heck are you at the Northeast Philadelphia Airport? Don't you fly out of Doylestown? Yes, I do. I'm coming to the Northeast Philadelphia Airport because they have access to, remember those new Pipers that I was showing you at Wings? Well, don't have access to them. They're great. Well, they do have some here. And if you're a student, you do your training, you have access to a glass panel, but then after you get your rating, you can still rent that aircraft. And so that was my concern, right? I learned how to fly on a glass panel, but I don't have access to the aircraft. We're here at Northeast Philly. I will have that option. Plus, I want to get into more of the low wing, so I'm trying to start, you know, doing that kind of flying as well. So that's what I was out here to do, just to get myself in their books, get on the schedule, that kind of thing. Well, lo and behold, I went in there to sign up and I'm going flying. So I can't account for the quality of this video because I really wasn't prepared to fly. I mean, I have some cameras with me, as you can see, but I really wasn't prepared to fly and have my battery packs and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I don't know what it's going to be like inside that cockpit, so I'm going to do the best I can to show that experience. But I got to tell you, the fact that I'm getting ready to fly in this aircraft and transition into this low wing and start doing some of that kind of flying, which I hope you start seeing a lot of that soon, is very exciting to me. So that is definitely going to push the envelope. So without further ado, I'm gonna go in here, meet with the CFI, get in the plane, and let it do what it do. All right, let's go.
Battery master is on. When we turn the battery on, we just have databases, fuel calc, and weight and balance that we do.
Okay.
We have the G5 as our secondary, and then the G3X. And then we have another nav over here, which is nice. So, databases are good. Everything's touchscreen.
Oh,
this
wow.
will load up over here. Databases. Just hit continue. And then the AHRs will line up and then the screen will pop up.
Okay.
If you just click anywhere over here, you can go over to fuel calc. So we just filled it up. Just 48 gallons. That's what this holds. 24 in each tank.
Okay.
And then you can reset the fuel used. Now it thinks we have full tanks. And just double click that to go back to the menu. So if you're at this screen, if you want to go to the menu, just double click. Okay. And then weight and balance. How much do you weigh?
215. So I want to apologize for the lack of multiple camera angles here. You know, I didn't know what to expect in this airplane. I didn't realize that there would be a GoPro mount like right above my head, like right there. If I had put a camera there, then you'd be able to see the screens, these G1000s, which are awesome. So I apologize for the lack of, you know, camera and the quality of this video, but at least I wanted to share this experience with you all and not just throw the footage away.
Clear prop! The fuel pump on. Now this is where it gets a little different.
Okay. Fuel pump.
To prime it. Okay. So we open the throttle just a 1/4 inch and then prime 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay.
So we just crack this open just a hair.
Okay.
Enrich the mixture. 1, 2, 3. Back to idle cutoff. Brakes. Parking brake. Brakes. Push to start. As it fires up. Oh wow, just enrich in the mixture. They do real.
Wow. I'm used to just
Yeah, you're sitting here pumping it. Like starters on fire.
Right.
So the Bluetooth. To hook up to the Bluetooth.
Okay.
This is the home page of this. You can go to System and Connect Setup. Just go over to your settings. What's annoying about these, I don't know why it does it. If you go to Bluetooth, I have 3 Lima Alpha up already, but it wants you to forget it first. So I have to forget it and then do it again. So there's 3 Lima Alpha, click it. It's gonna say pair on both ones. Just click pair up there, and yep, perfect. And now you're on, you're connected. Cool.
Cool, because I usually just use my Sentry for my ADSBN.
Yep. These buttons are really what controls most of what's going on, and it tells you in the corner what it's gonna adjust. So over here, it's showing you this little tiny knob. The smaller one here is going to be your heading bug.
Okay.
If you click it in, you can adjust your heading bug up here.
Gotcha.
And then the big knob will set an altitude if you want it. Yeah, I'll get us some taxi clearances, and then we'll head up to the north. I'll let you take off.
Okay.
I'll let you taxi, get used to everything. We'll do a run up down there. If we wanted to do a shorter soft field takeoff, we do either one with 25 degrees of flaps. I guess this is a little different for you too. We have our flaps here.
So is that 30?
This is 40.
That's 40?
25, 10, 0. That's it.
Interesting.
10, 25, 40.
Okay.
I've flown that 150 a lot. I've never landed with 49
I never
flaps.
done. I did 40
landing
one time. Yeah.
40 here is it works. It's fine. Yeah. 40 is good. If it's really gusty, if it's like 20, 25. Maybe I'll just use 25 degrees.
Okay.
But you'll be surprised. We'll do some slow flight.
Okay.
It feels pretty good. We'll just do a normal takeoff.
Okay.
Any questions so far?
No, I think it's another fire hose moment, but it's good.
It is. This I got used to it in about like 3 hours. I think that's now, and I know just enough to I can navigate and use it basic.
Right.
Let me just grab our taxi clearance.
Okay.
Have you ever flown into a Tarrant airport at all?
Yes.
Okay, so you're a little bit more
I've actually flown into here because my friend has an airplane at the back hangar. So I've flown in here and did some touch and goes and stuff.
All right, I'll handle the comms if you don't, unless you want to.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, what do we have, Sierra? We're on ground.
Yep.
Northeast ground, Archer 293 Lima Alpha, Legacy with Sierra, ready to taxi northbound. And a sheet in your bag of chips.
Archer 293 Lima Alpha Northeast, ground runway 33, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 33 Alpha, 293 Lima Alpha. And you can taxi us. Let me just do a brake check real quick. My brakes are good.
All right, my controls.
Yep.
My brakes are good.
Good. And so normally they give us Alpha 3, and we're going to go to the right.
Okay.
And Archer, text, just verify, are you 2 Lima Alpha?
We are 3 Lima Alpha.
3, roger.
Throttle's so sensitive.
It is. It is. It has most of its power are in the first like 2 inches. All right, your flight controls, you can pull something to hold short line.
Flight controls.
And like I said, rotation speed 60.
60?
Yep,
okay.
VY, typically it's around 79.
79.
When it's cold out, you'll be surprised how much you really got to pitch up to find it.
Okay.
Northeast Tower, Archer 293 Lima Alpha, holding short 33 Alpha 1, ready for takeoff.
293 Lima Alpha, Northeast Tower, hold short, runway 33.
Holding short 33 Lima Alpha.
293 Lima Alpha, wind 3508, runway 33, clear for takeoff, on course approved.
Clear for takeoff 33, on course approved, 293 Lima Alpha. All right, let's get rolling. All right, we're clear to the right.
And nobody on the field. Get us centered here. All right, so I see 3333 and 33.
Good.
All right, heels to the floor, full power. All right, engine instruments in the green, oil temp, oil pressure, all look good. Airspeed is alive.
Arrow 281 on Mike, Northeast Tower,
and just adding a little back pressure.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous on this takeoff, but I just stuck to my fundamentals, and I mean, this plane flies like a dream.
And pitching for 79. That was pretty docile.
Yeah,
that was pretty docile.
They're just so stable. The left turning tendencies aren't bad. Yeah, they're just nice planes to fly. I do enjoy it. And you can turn us up to the north.
Okay. So 1050. Is that where climbing?
Yeah. So that's our vertical speed.
Vertical speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have your altitude, your airspeed tape over there. That was the weirdest thing getting used to. I don't know if you ever using the old steam gauges was always a lot easier for me.
I've been watching a lot of videos just in the event.
Why don't we do some slow flight?
All right, let's do some slow flight.
So VFE here, I mean, we have our white tape like you would in the gauges, but VFE is about 103.
Okay.
And these, I typically pull the power to about 18.
18. Okay.
You know, maintain altitude. I'm gonna throw Doylestown in just because it looks busy.
Okay.
Go with those guys.
And first notch of flaps.
So with the lever flaps, when you pull them in, the nose really wants to go up.
That's what I wanted to feel. That's why I only went to the first notch, just to kind of see what it felt like. All right. And you go to 40?
Oh yeah.
So? Okay.
Yep. But yeah, even in slow flight, they maintain airspeed pretty well. Yeah, 40. This is about where I'm at when I'm coming in the land.
Okay.
61, 62 on a calm day. Yeah, it like I said, I landed that 150 a couple times with 40 degrees of flaps, and it lands like a helicopter.
Wow.
All right, give me a left turn heading 210.
210, left turn.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's amazing how easy it is to fly this airplane.
And then once we get there, give me a right turn back to the north, down to 2500. Right, descending turn and slow flight.
Descending turn, down to 2400, back to the north.
This is so nice, I don't have to be, I can kind of, now I get to sit back and look around, and it's pretty nice out.
This is so docile. I'm used to bouncing, it's probably just a clear day, but I'm still used to bouncing a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed, is I got my commercial last winter. That's when I was building time, I mean. And like, flying that high wing, I did really feel it. I feel like, what's the term for it? Like the square, like every square foot of a wing weighs a certain amount. I forget what. These are just heavier, so they just like I don't know what a 172 weighs, but I think the basic empty weight of this is like 1,600 pounds.
Yeah.
Or not, no, 19 in the Archer, 16 in the Warrior. It's just heavier, has big, you know, the tapered wings are nice.
Yeah.
It just does a pretty good job. And then once we're lined up there, you can we can do a power off stall.
Okay. All right, at 3,000, like my heading, done our clearing turns. All right, power coming out.
Yep.
Now the power is going to idle, and I'm going to do a stall. That nose should be coming up. See how it's pointing to the horizon, and here we go.
Oh. Very good. One flat.
One flat.
And then nose to the horizon, back up to 3. And then while you're doing this, turn me up to the north. It looks like a guy's coming in pretty hot.
Okay.
Very good.
And I'm getting a positive rate. Flaps coming out. Turning to the north.
That was very good.
And I should stay at 3,000?
Yep. Yeah, so full power when it is dirty, it wants that nose to come up big time.
It's
yeah, it's because it's just fairly light. You know, it's gonna want to really get up on you.
Gotcha.
And then at 3,000 feet, how'd you feel with that? Would you like to do another one, or do you want to?
I think that was pretty good. What do you think? Yeah,
we're live. So I believe that if we were at 500 feet, I think we'd be okay.
Right.
So get us to 3,000. We'll do some steep turns.
Okay.
Get you a feel for them. All right, we'll do a set of steep turns. You use the towers as your point there.
Okay.
If you want to bug your heading, all you do is just press this guy in, and it'll bug for you.
All right, very good.
And we'll do the first one to the left. We look left, traffic look left on the iPad. Instruments are green.
All right, very good.
I have to confess, it's been a while since I did steep turns, and I was having a hard time with this first one for sure.
You'll need a little bump of power through that 30-degree mark. Probably do it around like 22, 2300.
What made this difficult is just that throttle. I mean, I just couldn't figure out how far to move it to get the power that I needed, and my bank wasn't that great.
More bank.
A little bump of power. There it is. And then 45 is this little tick right there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The other thing that I found interesting is trying to get a feel for the aileron input, which was definitely a lot different from what I'm used to.
There's our point. Very nice. You just go right into the next one.
Now, usually I struggle going this direction, but I did much better.
Now with these, you'll need a little bit of right rudder. These don't like turning to the right as much.
Catching some G's.
Love that. That's a steep turn. Man, I did a loop in that Citabria, and I looked up out of like the sunroof thing, and my headset just flew to the floor. That was some real G's. Very nice.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've done those. And I'm so used to having to pull carb heat, so that's what's
yep.
kind of
no carb heat to worry about.
I'm like, carb heat. right tank.
Yep, and then when you switch tanks, if you click this right afterwards, that'll come up 30 minutes later.
Okay. That's good to know. See, that was my concern, like the switching tanks. How do I know when to do that? But that's good to know. It'll give me an indication. But I probably should be paying some attention too.
Right. I use my Apple Watch. I'll set a 30-minute timer and it'll vibrate. You can do it on your iPad, like if you have your little timer down here.
So unfortunately, because of the fact that I didn't think I was going to be able to fly today, like I just signed up and got in their system, it's such a pleasant surprise. But, you know, I didn't have my cameras charged. The memory cards were kind of full. I didn't do any camera maintenance and any of that kind of stuff. So one of my cars got full and the other one died. So unfortunately, I won't get to show you this amazing landing I made in this airplane. I'm not just talking smack either. I mean, it was a really nice landing. But at any rate, none of that's going to come up. So I'm going to go ahead and do my outro. But, you know, great flight, great CFI. I mean, this gentleman was amazing. Just an amazing experience, and the equipment. I mean, this airplane is just amazing, and the avionics outstanding. All right, let's go to the outro. Hey, I'm just going to tell you that was fantastic. Oh, that was so much fun. I mean, that plane flies so docilely. I mean, it is just, and then the avionics, you know, I definitely was still trying to figure out what I was looking at in the tapes and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, you can see that the cameras are all wonky and how they were set up. I did the best I could there. And unfortunately, because I wasn't prepared to fly, my camera batteries are low. So both of the batteries, you know, you can see both the cameras, you know, cut off, which sucks. Because, man, I greased that landing. I mean, it was crazy. So, but yeah, I'm excited, y'all. I'm committed. I am all in. I can't wait to really dive into this instrument thing. But first things first, I am going to knock the ground school off. So you will continue to see me doing cross-country flights and building time and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, as soon as I get this written out of the way, I gotta jump into this. I mean, it's just that those planes fly incredibly well. And just not to have, you know, the slop and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I will still be flying out of Doylestown. And yes, I'll still be flying Little Sammy. But as we get into late winter, I'm hoping early spring, that, you know, my reality will be I'll be coming out here and really training on, you know, those avionics and really learning that platform. All right, so with that, definitely exhausted as usual because it's such a mental thing, because it's just so many things. You can hear the CFI talking about all the different options. It was just crazy. But I think I flew decently, and I will say that those planes, those low wings, you know, fly so great. And that base to final, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. So easy. I didn't have to lift the wing and look and all that. I don't know. I might be team low wing, just saying. But I'm never going to give up on Little Sammy. But anyway, that's it. I've talked enough. I'm tired. Gonna go home, get some lunch, all that good stuff. All right, Russ Kid, Russ can fly. I'm out. Peace.